Hey and welcome to the Movie Clubhouse podcast. I'm your host Eddie, and today we'll be diving deep into Extraction 2. Our thoughts on Extraction 2 include the action, the gunfighting, the 21-minute all-take scene, and Chris Hemsworth. But before we get into it, I need to remember you to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our newer episodes. Without further ado, let's get into it. We have just finished seeing Extraction 2, which is available on Netflix right now, and we have some thoughts. We are now going to share them with you. Extraction 2 is a great sequel movie to Extraction 1 that got released a couple years ago. We have a couple points we want to cover, but mainly the action is great. The action scenes in this movie are phenomenal. They are really cool, really powerful, and our whole floor basically shaked when they did their gunshot things. However, there are a little bit of too much gunfights in this film. At the end, you are a little bit overwhelmed with all the gunfighting, but that is just a minor thing. The 21-minute all one take scene is also very cool. It's really impressive. Chris Hemsworth is brilliant in Extraction 2, as he was in Extraction 1. His character is really deep and he really shows a lot of emotions, but he's also very good when it comes to the fighting. He's so cool and really badass. The effects of the film, and especially the practical effects, was also great. Since there was many violent scenes where there was blood present, it looked very real, even though there was use of both practical and CGI effects. We also need to speak about the villain in this film. They were also great. They reminded us a lot of Far Cry 5 and that story's villains. There was some they were like in a cult type of environment. But talking about the environment, in this movie we also need to say that the environment and set design were really great. They moved through a lot of places, and it always felt like it was a new and exciting place. It was not just the same area where the action was taking place, it was a lot of different places. All the supporting characters in this film is also great. There's nothing that is remarkable or exceptionally stunning, but all the characters felt fleshed out enough, and they felt included in the story. I actually enjoyed Extraction 2 quite a bit. It was a really good movie. It was actually better than I expected it to be. Chris Hemsworth was, of course, one of the highlights, but so was all of the action scenes. They were great. The action scenes and the 21-minute one-taker was some of our favorite things from the movie. They were great. I was a little bit overwhelmed in the end because of all the action, but if you look at it as a whole movie or one piece, it was great. There was also some introduction of new characters that also felt exciting. One of them, as we've seen in the trailers, was Idris Elba as some boss type of guy or head of some department. Then the question may be, is this movie better than Extraction 1? That question can be a bit hard to answer since it was such many years not many years, but it's a while since we saw Extraction 1. I would say that this movie is at least equal to that one, if not a little bit better. The only thing that bothered me during the whole watching of this film was a bit of the action felt a little bit too much at times, and that some characters didn't feel not relevant enough to the story. That's not the right way to say it, but they didn't feel complete enough, if you would say it like that. If we at the Movie Clubhouse would give Extraction 2 a score, it would probably be 8.2 out of 10. It's a great film. If you love action, you should absolutely watch it. We recommend it. There you have it. That was all our thoughts on Extraction 2. But remember, you also need to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our newer episodes. For example, our Secret Invasion special drops this coming Wednesday. But that was all for us today. In the meantime, have a great time watching. See ya!